things as of well as we watch Derek Kuchar begin his warm-up tosses, something that you and I were talking about before the game that did not happen back in our time.
Well, it didn't. Times certainly have changed. I don't know whether that's good or bad, whether you can say it's better or not, Mike, but it certainly has an effect upon a team. Kids that know they're going on a trip go on the trip. They displace a person who may have been playing. The chemistry of the team certainly shifts. It's a hard thing to go through in this day and age. I understand why they do it, but there may not be a lot of merit to that in trying to field a team.
Winslow Black Raiders will go this way lineup-wise this afternoon. Isaiah Costigan will lead off, and he will play shortstop. Batting second and playing third base is Lucas Fisher. Hitting third, pitching today, Ben Thomas. Batting cleanup and catching is Tucker Pomerleau. Hitting fifth, playing first base, Zane Erickson. Batting sixth, playing right field, Ben Schmidt. Hitting seventh and playing left field is Bryce Whitman. Batting eighth and playing second base is Jason Failer. And hitting ninth and playing in center field is Broderick Bimson. What?
For that's the Winslow Black Raiders, Mike.
Yep.
And we had a long chat with the coach beforehand. Nice young man. Certainly on top of things for the Winslow Black Raiders.
So that's how Winslow will line up. Again, the lineup: Costigan, Fisher, Thomas, Pomerleau, Erickson, Schmidt, Whitman, Failer, and Bimson. And defensively for Waterville, they will go this way, left to right in the outfield. Joe Mayo is in left, Jacoby Searoyce in center, Tobias Cornsey is in right field. Third to first in the infield, it's Harper Hubbard at third, Milo Taylor is at short, Joel Radamazzo is at second, Xavier Hamlin is at first base. On the battery, Derek Kuchar throwing to Wyatt Jones, and we, as the ball goes down to second base, are just about set for baseball.
Yeah, looking at the infield play of Waterville during their preliminary workouts. Kuchar is a fastball pitcher, got a little movement on the ball, throws a little bit of a cutter, Mike. Seems to have awfully good control. We'll see how Winslow reacts to it.
A cutter, can't wait to see that. Here is Isaiah Costigan, the Winslow shortstop, right-handed batter in the batter's box, and we are ready to go as the Scores spring sports schedule begins. Kuchar from the set, throws strike one.
Not a lot of wasted motion by Kuchar. Goes from the set position to minimize any motion.
The best pitch you can throw is strike one, Coach.
Absolutely.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. He went after a high fastball that was out of the strike zone, 1-1.
You know, maybe the first day that kids have gotten outside on a warm day to swing the bat. Remember those days, Mike? It's a nice feeling.
Sure is. Here's the 1-1. Curveball got him. Swing and a miss. Strike three. 3 pitches, and Costigan is dismissed.
Well, that's a big breaker right there. Started it inside. Hitter had a hard time keeping his shoulder on the ball. Swung through it. Great motion on that ball.
All right, one out. Here's Lucas Fisher, who's the third baseman. Fisher, right-handed batter. And again, Kuchar from the wind. Over his head. It's kind of a curveball that didn't take. Ball one. Winslow with new unis this year.
Like him. I'm sort of partial to that orange and black look anyways. You know?
I want some stirrup, though.
Yeah.
I'm a stirrup guy. And
you are.
The kids, well, there's a few out there. That ball is hit to left field, and it's going to find open space in front of Mayo, and it is a base hit. We have our first base runner of the year.
Kuchar's fastball is up, and it's been up most of the game to these two hitters, and Fisher that time got through a fastball, lined it into left field for a hit.
One out base runner for Ben Thomas. Has a chance here to help himself, the Winslow pitcher. Big, strong right-handed batter.
Interesting, now he's going from the windup with a runner at first base, and that is a balk that was not called. He did not know.
You're right.
He started from the windup, did not step off. That's a balk.
That one is low, and Jones has it at his feet. Skips away, but not too far away. Ball one. 1 ball, no strikes on Thomas.
You know, a lot of times pitchers who work from the windup and they have to go to the set, can't throw strikes. He works from the set both ways, and I think it's an advantage to him.
Stepped off there, faked to throw to first, and the runner is back.
Watch this young man, Ben Thomas, in batting practice, hit some balls into the parking lot.
He's got some power. Slightly open stance. The 0-1 runner goes, pitches a strike, and the throw not nearly in time. An easy steal as it skips by. But holding at second base there is Lucas Fisher with a steal.
And a great job by Ben Thomas, the hitter. The steal was on. The runner got a great jump, Mike. The ball could have been hit, but the batter let him get to second base with the easy steal.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the set. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off a late swing, and it is 1-2.
Comes right over the top, but he does have a little movement on that ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Thomas. On deck is Tucker Pomerleau, the cleanup man.
Great baseball name, Tucker Pomerleau.
Kuchar to the set. Here it is, and it is in there.
Yeah, great curveball. Outstanding
Strike 3.
curveball. It froze the hitter, caught the outside corner. Great ball.
Here's Pomerleau. Excellent athlete at Winslow, football player, quarterback of the football team, and starting catcher on the baseball team with a chance to help his pitcher here. 2 outs.
Big lead at second base.
And a step off there by Kuchar. Runner will go back. Pomerleau, right-handed batter. Play him deep in the outfield. Searoyce around to left center. Pitch is a strike. Vaughn Clark is the plate umpire. Strike 1. 0-1.
Gets that fastball across. Gets up on the hitter. Nice job.
Curveball is hit into right field. A base hit. Up with it is Cornsey. Runner hits third, and he will come in to score easily. Ball is cut off. It is 1-0 Winslow on an RBI single by Tucker Pomerleau.
Nice job at taking the outside fastball to right field. The only place he could hit the ball, drives in the run, and Winslow opens up the lead.
RBI for Pomerleau. He takes first, coming in to score Fisher. Here's Zane Erickson, the first baseman, left-handed batter. First lefty of the day, that goes all the way by. That's a pass ball. And Pomerleau to second.
Mike, there is a reason that the pitcher starts from the set position to start the game. He has trouble when there's runners on base. He's trying to get better. You saw him right there, Mike. He couldn't check the runner and go to the plate without falling.
Here's the set by Kuchar. We'll keep an eye on that. That one is off the glove of Jones, and the runner will get to third. That is yet another pass ball. So 2 pass balls in a row have allowed Pomerleau to have a free trip around the bases, and he's on third.
Great decision by Pomerleau. Ball just got away from the catcher. Pomerleau made a great decision, hustled into third.
2-0. Pitch is a strike. 2-1. On deck has been Schmidt, the right fielder.
Kuchar lays that high fastball in there. Watch.
Here it is.
Oh.
Spiked foul to the left and out of play over by John Coughlin's car.
Yeah.
Did you hear a thud?
I
didn't.
I hope not. I have
2-2.
Learned to park it way down under the tree, Mike. Way down here.
That is bounced. Kuchar off the mound, Fields, and a flip to first, and that is the end of that. So he limits the damage with the 1-3 putout. So a run for the Winslow Black Raiders. They get that run on a couple of base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We played a half here at Golf Field in Waterville. The score, Winslow 1, Waterville coming up. You're watching and listening to high school baseball on the place for local sports, The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
There's money in your unwanted metal. Clark Scrap Metals pays top dollar for any cars, trucks, or scrap metal that you want to get rid of. Stop over, we'll weigh it and give you a check. Got a big job that needs a major cleanup? We'll drop off and pick up 1 or more of our roll-off containers for residential or commercial work. And at Clark's, we crush cars. We travel statewide and offer fair prices. Locally owned for 3 generations, no one knows scrap metal like Clark's. In Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Online at clarkscrapmetals.com.
All right, Mike Violet, John Coughlin back here live, Gall Field in Waterville. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Winslow Black Raiders with a 1-0 lead for their starting pitcher here this afternoon, Ben Thomas, and the Waterville lineup goes this way. Joel Radamazzo will lead off. He'll play second base. Batting second, pitching is Derek Kuchar. Hitting third and playing first base, Xavier Hamlin. Batting cleanup, center fielder Jacoby Serois. Hitting fifth and catching here this afternoon, Wyatt Jones. Batting sixth in left field, Joe Mayo. Hitting seventh, playing third base is Harper Hubbard. Batting eighth in right field, Tobias Cornsey. Hitting ninth and playing shortstop today for Waterville is Milo Taylor. So again, Radamazzo, Kuchar, Hamlin, then Serois, Jones, and Mayo, Hubbard, Cornsey, and Taylor for the Waterville Panthers.
Watching the pitcher Ben Thomas out on the mound, has a pretty good down-breaking curveball and tries to sneak the fastball by. He'll be sneaky quick, Mike. So the Waterville hitters will have to get up onto that plate. He's all over the place with that curveball. So we'll see what happens here. But leading off for Waterville, second baseman Joel Radamazzo. And I love second basemen that lead off, Mike. They're usually hitters that get a piece of the ball, they run well, and they're smart players. That's the stereotype of
Boy, you have
hitter.
put a heavy burden of responsibility on Joel Radamazzo, that's for sure.
You get the feeling.
He'd better go 2 for 3 today with a couple of RBIs and a couple of stolen bases and some flashy glove work in the field.
Exactly.
Huh?
That's exactly it.
All right, Thomas, big, strong right-hander, ready to go, ready to face Radamazzo. First pitch. Good fastball, and it's fouled back.
Yeah, he's going to be quick. He's got a slow windup, and then all of a sudden the ball just jumps on you.
So 0-1 on second baseman Joel Radamazzo.
These kind of pitchers are the one time through. You have to time them up.
Fastball in the dirt. A ball and a strike. Our season opener here today. This game was originally to be played tomorrow. They moved it because of weather concerns. Fastball is hit down the line and foul down the left side, so it is 1-2.
Radamazzo turned on that ball well, got a ball up and in the strike zone. Turned on that, just foul.
So Wednesday we have Messalonsky and Coney, and by the way, they've changed that game from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock, which reminds me, I need to tell you that, John.
Thank you, Mike.
Put that in your calendar, please.
Yep.
Fastball waved at and missed, strike 3. So Radamazzo, with the heavy burden of responsibility that John Coughlin placed upon him, swings and misses for strike 3.
Well, don't fault me now on that.
I do blame you.
Certainly a ball that was outside the strike zone, Mike.
Derek Kuchar, batting second, left-handed batter. Ooh, hit him. So Kuchar, a painful trip to first base. Hit batsman.
Yeah, again, pitchers right now, Mike, are all over the place because the ball feels good. For the first time, they're out on the mound. It's not 30 degrees. It's a different feeling.
You were saying before the game, feeling the seams, and you can today.
Yeah,
and
right. It's a unique feeling.
Here's Xavier Hamlin, big, strong right-handed hitting first baseman, takes an inside corner strike. 0-1.
Boy, he throws a nice fastball to hit.
No balls, 1 strike.
Hamlin trying to get one in his wheelhouse, Mike.
Fouled back, pretty good rip. 0-2.
Both pitchers throwing good strikes.
On deck, Jacoby Serois. Hamlin spread out in that batter's box like a hot breakfast on a cold morning out there. Up and in for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Very wide, somewhat open stance.
Hamlin looking for that pitch he can drive.
Kuchar running at first base, a modest lead over there.
Going.
Pitch is a ball. The throw is high. It's airmailed into center field. Up he comes from the slide to third. That is airmailed to third. He's got a chance to get a free trip around the bases and tie this game. The throw is wide, and it goes to the backstop. And Derek Kuchar rides the merry-go-round and scores, and it's 1-1.
2 errors on the play, an error on the catcher and an error on the center fielder, an unearned run, but Waterville will certainly take it.
They sure will. So a hit batsman, a stolen base, couple of errors, and we are tied at 1. That one is a curveball that doesn't take. What's the count?
It is 2-2.
2, that's what I thought. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Hamlin, who now bats with nobody on.
Nice pitch.
That is outside. It was 3-2.
Yeah. Good-looking pitch, though. Didn't miss by much.
Takes his base. So a strikeout to lead things off on Retamatso, then a hit batsman. Stolen base, couple of errors. We are tied up. Here's Searoy's, and he swings and fouls it off.
Another strong hitter right here, Mike. Good length with him. Gets the bat through the strike zone very quickly.
Searoy's right-handed batting center fielder. Wind picking up a little bit. Nothing out of control. Nothing like it was over the weekend. High. A ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Jacoby Searoy's. He hits with Hamlin at first. 1 out, run in. Over his head. 2-1.
Again, a little bit of problem they're having in gripping the ball, Mike.
The set by Thomas. High. Boy, Pomelo had to go up the chute to snag that. 2-2. Thomas, ready. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Nope. That is strike 2. My bad.
3-2 now, I think, Mike, and wouldn't be surprised if the runner is going on this. Put him in motion.
All right, 3-2. Let's see if Hamlin goes. It's upstairs, ball 4 over his head. It goes off the glove of Pomerleau, but Hamlin not exactly speedy. Settles for second base, so a walk to Searoy's. That's 2 walks in a row. And here is Wyatt Jones, the catcher.
The one prevalent factor that you find in preseason, Mike, is that pitchers typically early on do not throw well from the set position. They haven't practiced a lot. Most of their throws have come from the windup in preseason. So this is new for them.
So Thomas from that set throws and misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes here on Wyatt Thomas. The base runner at second is Xavier Hamlin. Base runner at first, Jacoby Searoy's, a run in. That one is high and foul, and Pomerleau with a play, and he makes the play. Nice catch by Tucker Pomerleau. A ball probably easier handled by the third baseman, but Pomerleau took control, and it's a foul out to the catcher. 2 outs.
Good point, Mike. That certainly is a priority catch for the third baseman.
Easier play for him,
he
coming
needs to
toward
call
the
it
ball.
off. Catcher made a great play. That ball is coming back to the infield hard.
And Pomerleau is a take charge kind of guy.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
All right, 2 outs. Here's Mayo with 2 on and a run in. We're tied at 1. Big rip and a miss on a good fastball by Thomas. That might have been his best Swifty so far.
Yeah, Joseph Mayo unbuttoned his top button on that one. Take a rip.
0-1 to Mayo. 0-2. Threw that speed ball right by him.
Yeah.
No balls, 2 strikes on the Waterville left fielder.
This is a good matchup right here.
Thomas, sign from Pomerleau. Deals. Inside corner, strike 3, got him. So 2 strikeouts in the inning there for Ben Thomas, but a gift run scored by the Waterville Panthers on a walk, couple of errors on a stolen base, and they get the run that way. They leave 2. We have played 1. The score is tied at 1. Waterville and Winslow, 1-1 after 1. You're watching and listening to high school baseball on The Score.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
Local sports on The Score brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college with over 40 academic degrees and certificates to choose from. One of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Find out more. Go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Mustang Monday today. If you go to our website, centralmainsports.com, spoke with Caleb Lamb, the assistant athletic director. at CMCC this morning. That podcast is up, and you can go listen to it. We talk about the baseball program as they go down the stretch here for the 25 season, the softball program, and something that you know nothing about, John Coughlin, their esports program, which is one of the best in the country.
I've been looking that, and I've been thinking about getting into coaching esports, Mike. Do they have referees and officials that I could get on?
Yes, they have little men in striped shirts running all around. It's very cool.
So I could get on them and try to shave the game a little bit?
Oh, for goodness sakes, that would be hilarious. Here is Ben Schmidt to lead things off, you and esports. That would be funny.
I've seen the ads.
Ball is hit
That's trouble.
to center field, and it is going to be cut off out there by the right field. Cornsey gets it back in. A solid single by Schmidt to lead things off on the first pitch of the second.
And I like Ben Schmidt. Got to first base, took an aggressive turn, and made the center fielder come up and make a throw. Nice base running.
Lead man on for Bryce Whitman, the left fielder. Yeah, esports is huge, and
he's going, Mike.
Let's see.
Whoa.
He's not going. He
Whoa.
certainly put a little juke like he was, but he did not. Strike one on Whitman.
They're going to try to guess curveballs. Hitter gets ahead in the count.
0-1 on Whitman. The left fielder, and a bluff after a step off, so it's not a balk. So we had a chance to tour their esports arena.
I bet it's amazing.
A couple of years ago. It is unbelievable, John.
That's
unbelievable. It looks like something out of Mission Control.
You will be broadcasting those before you turn.
We've talked about that.
You will be broadcasting.
All right, by the time I'm 70, do you think I'll have a chance to do that?
That's
only 5 years out.
You'll be broadcasting it, but you might be playing those games too.
1 ball, 1 strike. I haven't played a video game since Pong. So
Pong
at one of the local watering holes here in Central Maine, I'm sure.
I'll bet that was a night.
1 ball, 1 strike on Whitman. The set here by Kuchar. He shows bunt and obviously did not offer at a pitch very high. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I like the idea. You got no reaction from the third baseman. Early on, it's tough to find out who covers the third base line. And they're talking about that.
If he can get a bunt halfway down the third base line, he's got a base hit.
Well, who's got the coverage? They're wondering who has the coverage.
Shows bunt, missed it, strike 2. 2-2 on Whitman with Thaler on deck, the second baseman. Lead man on here, Schmidt. For Winslow, 1-1 is the score here in the second. Set by Kuchar, and again a step off and a bluff.
That step has got to be distinct.
It does.
Back, and that's close.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. That was almost an afterthought there for a swing.
That was not close.
Very late swing. The ball was almost in Jones's mitt.
Yeah.
1 out. And here is Jason Thaler, the second baseman. Running at first is Schmidt.
Good time to hit and run right here, Mike. Send the guy in motion. Swing the bat.
Curve, swing and a miss, strike 1. Very late swings here by Winslow in this inning.
That ball is riding up and in on them. Those are late swings. Balls coming,
chopping.
Yeah, they're coming right up into their face. He's got some good movement on that ball.
Kuchar stretches.
That's a balk.
Boy, that's a quick stretch, that's for sure, and that is low.
That is a balk.
It is a balk. 1 ball, 1 strike. You have got to come to a discernible stop.
Don't want to tell the umpire what to do, Mike, but...
You are a longtime umpire. Are you still accredited?
Yes. He needs to have a change of direction, and that's not.
Again, another very late swing afterthought style, and it is 1-2.
Well, it's an advantage to the pitcher to rush through the set because the timing of the hitter is all off.
Shake off there by Kuchar. There was 1.
Mm-hmm. Nice pitch.
And that's off the glove of Jones, and it is another pass ball, and getting second base is Schmidt. We've had a bunch of pass balls in this game.
Yeah, that ball's got to be caught.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's inside the batter's boxes. That's got to be caught.
2-2, 3-2. 2-2. So 2-2 on Thaler. Broderick Bimson on deck. The set, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a breaking ball. Got him. 2 strikeouts in the inning.
And 4
for Kuchar. Yep. And here is Bimson, number 9 hitter, with a runner on first and 2 gone. Bimson, center fielder, open stance. Roddick, an excellent football player.
Winslow got to make some contact with the ball.
Swing and a miss, strike one. They have not done that here lately.
Their front shoulders fly off the ball. And typically, when you come from inside to outside, that doesn't happen.
The 0-1 is 0-2.
Yeah, they're having trouble with that fastball because it's got great movement.
So Kuchar up in the count. 2 strikes, looking to strike out the side. The set. Curve doesn't take, stays high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the order, Isaiah Costigan would be next.
Keep a check on that runner. He's got a huge lead.
Kuchar. Low and away. Now, that pass ball was the second pass ball for the Waterville catcher, Jones. Couple of pass balls for the Winslow catcher as well, Tucker Pomerleau. Here's the deal.
Ooh.
Inside corner, strike 3. He strikes out the side, 2 swinging, 1 looking, and that is the end of that. So the single ends up being harmless to lead the inning off as Winslow goes down 1, 2, 3 after that, all on strikeouts. So 4. Winslow in the top of the second inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. The score remains Winslow 1 and Waterville 1. You're watching and listening to high school baseball on the place for local sports, The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Midstate Machine.
Mike Violet, John Coughlin, and our Score crew back here live at Gall Field in Waterville. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's a 1-1 ball game between the Winslow Black Raiders and the Waterville Panthers. Bottom third of the Waterville order: Harper Hubbard, Tobias Cornsey, and Milo Taylor against Ben Thomas. Low, ball 1. Leading off here is Hubbard, who is the third baseman. 1 ball, no strikes. Thomas deals in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Unlike his counterpart, Kuchar, he does pitch from the windup.
Yeah, and he's a short armor, Mike. So
yes,
a lot of times short armors, you've got different release points, and that's why he's struggling with control.
Here's the 2-0.
Nice pitch.
That is right in there at the belt for a strike, 2-1.
That's his breaking pitch. He cuts the ball just a little bit. Got good movement.
2 balls, 1 strike. 1-1 the score. Another high strike for a 2-2 count.
I think the umpire's doing a great job here. Early season, you want a bigger strike zone to get the kids swinging.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball is hit in the air to right field, and it's a tough field, and it's off the glove of Schmidt. And reaching first base on the air is Hubbard. Right field here is a bear to play in the late afternoon.
That sun's in his eyes, and the other thing, Mike, is that ball is heading to the sidelines with a lot of spin. He couldn't get around that ball, and it handcuffed him.
I have to admit, I lost it for a while, too, when it left the bat. We've got the color sky, and I've got the chain link here.
I think we got a bunt coming up here.
Here's
Mike.
Cornsey, left-handed batter. Shows bunt, and boy, is bunting a lost art or what, John?
Yep. Well, when hitters come up before they get in the batter's box and practice their bunting stance, you know they're bunting.
So Cornsey missed on the first pitch, strike 1. He take it off, and he takes one down and in for a ball. Pomerleau couldn't find it, but no advance by the runner at first base, Hubbard. So it is 1 ball, 1 strike on Cornsey. Milo Taylor, the shortstop, is on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thomas. Runner goes, pitch is high, good pitch to throw, and they have got him.
Nice job.
Absolute meat at second base. Tucker Parmelo with an on-the-money throw and a high fastball to throw on, and it made it really easy to get him.
Great job by the catcher. Got the ball quickly and threw a frozen rope to second
Shortstop
base.
or second baseman handled that?
Shortstop.
Okay, so it was 2-6.
Yep.
Count is 2-1. Outside.
This is one of those pitchers, Mike, that's effectively wild. You can't stand in and expect him to throw strikes all the time.
Effectively wild is effective.
Yes, it is.
In the dirt, that'll be ball 4.
Unless you do that. Walk
Right.
him.
That's what they used to say about Nolan Ryan
Oh.
back in the day. Before he really harnessed it, he was effectively wild. Even after he harnessed it, he was still effectively wild.
I don't think I would have gotten out of the dugout if he were pitching.
Milo Taylor, number 9 hitter and the shortstop. Over his head, Ryan-esque for ball 1.
Thomas trying to reach back, get a little bit extra now.
1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 1 out. That one is golfed into center field, and there is Bimson. Makes the play. F8 as Taylor flies to center. 2 outs. Back to the top of the order we go, and Joel Redamazzo, who struck out his first time.
And he will attune, Mike, again.
You think he's going to atone for
position, absolutely.
All right. Because you heaped a tremendous amount of pressure on him.
And he heard me.
By basically saying he was the best player in the lineup today.
Well, we got a long game to go now.
Set by Thomas. Fouls it back. Good rip.
He wants that high strike.
0-1. Joel Redamazzo.
Certainly a good time to send the runner where you got your leadoff hitter coming up the next inning if he gets thrown out.
0-1. Thomas deals, tomahawked into right center field, and it is down, and it is going to get through. Picked up by Bimson. They're going to send the runner who got a slow break. They got a great shot at him to throw home, and he is a dead duck. I don't know why he held up as much as he did, but he did, and he was meat at the plate. That goes 8-1-2, a play you don't see very much. And on that note, it ends the inning, and it keeps the score where it was. It's Waterville 1, Winslow 1. This is high school baseball on the score.
In Winslow, Maine, we manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. We're hiring CNC machinists. And whether you're experienced or just starting out, we offer on-the-job training to help you build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day 1. Apply today at MidstateUSA.com, where your career powers the future.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a biweekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
That certainly was a funky end to an inning. The old 8-1-2 put out at the plate, snuffing out a chance for Waterville to score and keeping this ball game at 1-1.
Yeah, top of the third, Mike. And, you know, as an old umpire adjacent to the softball field, you always come to the game and you want to try to beat the softball game as an umpire.
And what are they, in the second over there?
Second inning.
Oh,
So-
we're already ahead of them.
Yeah, so typically umpires, when they have this situation where they can see the softball field, they're always talking to their partner about beating softball.
Hell, we're going downhill.
Yeah. But it's always a game when you're playing with a softball game next to you.
And what do we got? A 6-0 score over there. Winslow on top of Waterville in softball. Here it is 1-1. Top of the order, Isaiah Costigan to lead it off for Winslow. Second time through the order, Isaiah struck out swinging. His first time, the Winslow shortstop.
Good speed right here.
Yep, he can really run. Good football player. Kuchar from the stretch, as we have discussed. Fastball is hit pretty well, but it is fouled down the left field line. 0-1.
The one thing he does, Kuchar does, is he lays that first pitch right down the middle. And these hitters are going to time him up. But he tries to get ahead of the hitters now with a good strike.
The set by Kuchar. Swing and a miss. Again, Costigan behind. It is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Held back on it, 1-2.
Mike, he's got a natural cut on that ball. And he's not throwing the ball by hitters. He's got some mystery on that ball. There it is.
Foul tipped, and that got a piece of umpire Vaughn Clark.
Yeah, I may be called out of retirement now.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yeah.
Vaughn's going to take a walk.
Yeah. Umpires are taught, do not start to stand up when a hitter swings. That's what happens, Mike.
Go down and have a word with Scott Francouz down in the third base or halfway to the third base coach's box, and Vaughn's going to walk it off.
Yeah, give me another ball. Yeah.
You can be fully equipped with the finest protective equipment that money can buy, the newest technology, and that ball sometimes finds a spot.
When as a plate umpire, you can't stand up on the swing. You can't. If anything, you got to go lower.
Stay in your crouch.
And he went up, Mike, and that opened up the 5-hole.
It did, and
he got
the ball found the part that you don't want it to find. And that is protected, but never protected enough.
I know many umpires that don't protect it, Mike.
Costigan takes one inside. Really?
Yes.
How could you possibly?
They don't.
Be a home plate umpire and not wear a protective. Oh, my God.
If anything, they wear a banana protector, and like hockey, and it's not comfortable for them.
2-2 to Costigan. Here it is in the dirt. Good stop there by Jones. So the count goes to 3-2 now on Isaiah.
Pitchers are throwing a lot of pitches here, Mike.
Keep an eye on that early in the season. On deck is Lucas Fisher, who has scored the only run of the game for Winslow. Here it is. Inside corner, strike 3. He's out of there. Costigan is fanned twice, once swinging, once looking.
6 strikeout for Derek Kuchar. He's racking them up here.
1 up, 1 out.
Top of the third, got 6 strikeouts.
Here's Fisher, who singled, stole a base, and scored.
And again, certainly not overpowering, but he's a pitcher.
Kuchar deals.
Nice pitch.
Fouled off, and that will make it. No, it didn't. Actually, did it get out of play? No, it did not, but still not high enough for anybody to get a shot to get over there. So it's strike 1 on Fisher. No balls, 1 strike.
Now, Mike, you do a lot of Legion games in the summer. Do these kids play on the same team?
There are a couple of teams in the area that you can play on. More on that in a second. Wow, late swing and a miss there by...
That's a big break in curveball for that swing.
1 ball, 1 strike. You can play on the Fairfield team. Messalonsky has a team. Waterville and Winslow specifically does not.
So they can, okay.
They can,
so they're assigned.
Yes.
Yeah. That's trouble.
Tomahawked, and that is going to get down, or is it? No, it is caught by the second baseman, Joel Radamazzo.
Yep.
Your boy made the play.
And a great play at that ball going away towards the line. Radamazzo got under the ball, continued with it, held on to it.
I'm going to put a star beside that one on my score sheet.
And you got to remember,
4-star.
And he got a gap double last inning, Mike.
He did. So he's coming around.
You bear with me.
Here's Thomas. Ben called out on strikes his first time. Inside corner for a strike.
Big breaker.
Nothing in 1 on Thomas. 2 outs. Nobody on.
Thomas looking to time that fastball up. Pitcher wants to throw another breaking ball.
Here's the set.
There it is.
Pitch fouled off.
Yeah, he doesn't want to throw a fastball here, so he wants a curveball.
2 strikes on Thomas with 2 outs. Nobody on in a 1-1 ball game here. Top 3. Kuchar looks in. Now time is called by Thomas. He'll dig back in. They play him around to left and deep in the outfield. The pitch. Check swing. Did he hold back? Yes.
Oh, that is not the protocol. First base umpire signaled anyways.
You're not supposed to do it unless you're asked to do it.
That can create some problems.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Curve doesn't take, and it's high, 2-2.
See, that's where Kuchar's release point. In the first inning, it was out in front of his face where it needs to be. Now it's getting back to his head, leaving that curveball up.
The 2-2. Inside corner, off the glove of Jones. It is 3-2. We are off tomorrow and back at it on Wednesday with Mesalonsky and Coney Baseball at 1.
Looking forward to that.
2 of the better programs around. The full count pitch is hit well.
Double.
Down the left. No, not well. Actually, I take that back. I did not see that very well off the bat. And it ends up off the glove there of Hubbard. And reaching is Thomas. Official score, how are we scoring that?
That's a base hit, but it's a 99-foot single.
Okay.
Is what that is.
That's a 99-foot single. You heard it from Coach Coughlin.
99-foot
We'll give him
single.
a 99-foot single on it.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 outs and a runner on for Pomerleau.
That's a hard thing to do. You think about that.
Yeah. A 99-foot single. Here's Pomerleau. Tucker drove in the only run of the ball game for Winslow.
Oh.
Slow, tantalizing curve. Misses down and away. Ball 1.
Yeah. Right now, Winslow can't touch that because they're trying to pull that.
Pomerleau singled to right. His first time. Swing and a miss. A ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kuchar trying to strand that runner. Here it is.
Nice pitch.
Right in there for a strike at the knees. Good pitch.
Yeah, great pitch. Hit that outside corner right where the catcher wanted it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looking curveball here, Mike.
Kuchar checks the runner to the set. Delivers, got him, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 1 looking, 1 called, and that is it. So the 2-out 99-foot single is harmless. And so for Winslow in the 3rd inning, no runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. The score remains Winslow 1, Waterville 1. This is high school baseball on the score.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835. 465-4835. Or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Hermon and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Hermon location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
Mike Violet and John Coughlin back here live. Gall Field in Waterville is where we are. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Waterville and Winslow tied at 1. Waterville ready to hit here. Kuchar, Hamlin, and Searoyce 2, 3, and 4 in the Waterville lineup against the serves of Ben Thomas.
Meat of the order, Mike, and a big inning for Ben Thomas to keep that the game score to 1-1.
Thomas has allowed a run. It is unearned on one hit.
Kuchar got things started in that first inning.
Swing and a miss on a fastball, strike one. 0-1 on Derek. He did. He walked and then got a trip around the bases for free.
Any way you can. Nice pitch.
That's a strike.
Big break.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Another curveball.
Here's the pitch. Up. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here it is. In the dirt, that was a 57-footer. 3-1.
Got to get this leadoff hitter. I want him to get on base.
Well, last time he issued him a free pass, it cost him a run.
Yeah.
Thomas ready, the 3-1.
Nice pitch.
Outside corner. Nope, outside. It's not 3-1. It's 3-1 now. I apologize.
That didn't miss by much.
So the count 3-1 now on Kuchar. Pitcher facing the pitcher. Swing and a miss, and it's 3-2. No, it's 3-3.
That'll do it.
I need a scoreboard, or I need to keep better track of the count.
Yeah, it might be the first time I've been here.
I am out of place because I'm not using my regular score sheets.
We got to get you squared away.
Yeah,
Mike.
they're coming in the mail. It's coming in the mail. That one's low to Xavier Hamlin.
Will you immediately look when you get home?
It's supposed to be delivered by UPS by 9 p.m. So I'll tell you the story behind it in a second. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. I ordered the Bob Carpenter scorebook. Bob Carpenter is the television voice of the Washington Nationals who created his own scorebook. And I have heard about it. Will Fleming, the radio voice of the Red Sox, has one. I've heard about it, so I went online, saw it, liked it. I ordered it. It ought to be pretty good because it cost me $30 and $10 to ship. That pitch was low. What is it, 3-1 now?
Yeah. I mean, is it technologically sound, Mike?
Well, I mean, it's the same. You're still writing, you're still writing the score down and all of that, but it's got.
What good is it?
It's.
What good is it?
That is swung on it, hit to left field and hit well. Yeah. Back, and away back. And it is off the wall on a hop. And Hamlin, why was he holding up there?
He wanted to see if the relay man handled the ball, and he didn't. A great play by the base runner. He was dead to rights, but the shortstop did not handle the relay throw, and it allowed the runner to get into second base.
So are we giving him a double on that?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think there was any error on that. Give him a double.
Okay, so Hamlin, who stopped,
yeah,
gets a double, a one-hopper off the wall.
Yeah, he turned on that fastball.
So a one-out base runner at second. That's the go-ahead run inside, and it hits. The hitter, Jacoby Searoyce. Hit batsman.
Again, pitchers with runners on base early spring have a problem.
So Waterville in business, first and second with nobody out. Check that with 1 out. Kuchar struck out. First and second, 1 out for Wyatt Jones, who fouled out to the catcher his first time on a good play by Tucker Pomelo. So anyway, I ordered this Bob Carpenter scorebook, and it's supposed to, I checked the tracking this afternoon, 9 o'clock tonight.
Is this like Christmas for you, Mike?
Sort of.
Ooh.
That's hit well to right field. Right fielder can't get it. Hitting first and going into second base is Jones. 1 run will score as Hamlin finally gets to the plate. And Waterville's in front 2-1 on an RBI double there by Wyatt Jones. Going to third is Searoyce. He probably would have scored if Hamlin hadn't have been in front of him.
Yeah, I think you're right, Mike. But runners at second and third with only 1 out, and Waterville is still in the big inning.
So an RBI single for Jones, and here is Mayo. Joe Mayo takes one high for ball 1. Mayo.
Good time for a timeout. Good job, Coach.
was called out on strikes his first time, and Winslow coach Scott Franzo is going to the mound to talk to his guy, Ben Thomas, who is in trouble. He is behind 2-1 with runners on second and third and one out.
Thomas has been a methodical pitcher the whole game, taking 15, 20 seconds between every pitch. Now, in a hurry, he's out of sync. He's trying to get the ball and throw it quickly rather than going back to his methodical habits. Makes a difference.
All right, so Thomas, after the conference, ready to pitch here to Mayo. Runners on second and third.
Don't be surprised for a little squeeze action here. They need this run, Waterville does. Bring the infield in. Uh-oh.
In the dirt, get by Pomelo. He can't find it, but it does not roll away far enough, and the runners cannot advance. That is ball one. A ball and no strikes.
Infield's in, Mike. Makes this a 300 hitter, a 400 hitter.
Yep. You've got to cut a run down at the plate if you can. Pitch by Thomas upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes.
Mayo was a strikeout victim before, so he's got to get the bat on the ball.
2 balls, no strikes. Ooh, almost hit him up and in. And did it hit him? It did.
Yeah.
It grazed him in the shoulder area, so another hit batsman. Is that 3?
Yep.
So Mayo hit by a pitch, and they're loaded now for Harper Hubbard. Hubbard with a chance to put a crooked number on the board, takes one at the knees for a strike.
Harper went inside out and drove the ball hard to right field.
E9, but he reached. Hard ground ball, and it is foul. It is outside the bag at third. Hit that well, got the head of the bat out.
The one thing I noticed, Mike, the ground is still soft because that ball came off like a rocket, but when it hit the ground, it really slowed down.
She slowed up big time.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike on Hubbard. The bases are full of Panthers. Waterville in front 2-1. Looking to make it more. Thomas to the set. Here it is. That ball is hit.
Trouble.
In the air.
Gonna be center.
To center field, and Bimson can't make the play. 1 run will score. They're going to have to hold the runner at third, so Waterville playing station-to-station baseball. I think that Bimson got fooled by the swing. He is down in center field. Time is called. The run is in. It is 3-1 Waterville.
Well, what you have, you got the infield in, so he's on the grass. The ball was hit to short center field. The center fielder was playing shallow. He called it right from the get-go. The center fielder did. Shortstop stopped going after the ball, but saw the center fielder couldn't get to it, and that's why the collision happened.
So that all happens with the bases loaded. Coming in to score Searoyce, the second Waterville run. It's 3-1. Jones goes to third. Mayo to second. Hubbard on first after the bloop hit. Give him an RBI. Here's Tobias Cornsey, who had a hit his first time. He had a single his first time. Then he was out 8-1 too, right?
No, Tobias walked first time.
He walked.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I've got. Okay, my bad.
Well, it's that new scorebook, Mike.
It is.
It's so pumped up. That
It's the thought of it even arriving has me all in a tizzy.
Well, you're like a kid at Christmas. You're all over the place because you're waiting for this.
The anticipation,
scorebook.
yeah.
Yes.
The anticipation, definitely.
I can't wait to see it now.
So Cornsey walked his first time.
Yep.
Then he ended up being the guy out 8-1-2 at the plate. So here's Cornsey, who is the right fielder with a chance to really bust this thing open.
We got a pinch hitter. This is Avery Spalding. It is pinch hitting for Tobias Kernsey.
All right, so was Kernsey not number 15?
He was number 16.
Oh, well, that's why.
And this is Avery Spalding pinch hitting.
All right, so Spalding pinch hitting takes one downstairs for ball 1. So Cornsey being hit for.
Your new scorebook will tell you that, Mike.
Well, I don't have my roster handy. That's what would have told me that, but sometimes coach's penmanship is not great either. That's
You
A
think?
late swing and a miss, and it is 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1.
Needs to get some contact. Nice job.
Does there. Foul off the right side and out of play, and it is 1-2.
Decent crowd here today.
Yeah, they've come out.
Yeah. After work, have come to
Monday afternoon, Patriots Day baseball.
getting a suntan.
Well, I don't know about that now. That's fouled again off the hands and out of play. Stays 1-2. I think the chances of getting a sunburn now are slim and none.
Yeah, Jacket's about to go
Not
on.
even Allen is worried about getting a sunburn now anymore. He was all in a tizzy about it before the game.
He wanted your
my sunblock, which somebody apparently has stolen right out of my backpack. Now, the last time I would have used sunblock would have been like September out of my backpack. The 2-2 tomahawked, and it is right there, a snow cone, and the third baseman, Fisher, who apparently did he get stepped on? After he stepped on the bag?
Could have. But
Well,
great play.
no matter. It's a double play. It's a line drive to the third baseman who makes a 5 unassisted double play. And so the pinch hitter lines out, 5 unassisted, and out at third base on the play is Jones, and that is the end of that. So what could have been a really big inning ends up being a really modest inning for the Waterville Purple Panthers. Waterville able to push across 2 on
3 hits.
3 hits, thank you very much. So 2 runs, 3 hits. I see no errors, and I see 2 left on. Right?
Correct. After the
So
double play.
2
yes.
runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We finished a full 3 score at the end of 3. Waterville 3, Winslow 1. This is high school baseball on the score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
At Haight Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
All right, John Coughlin back here live along with our score crew at Golf Field in Waterville. We go to the 4th inning, and Winslow down 3-1. Derek Kuchar pitching with the lead. And for Winslow to start it off, Zane Erickson, who bounced out, a little dribbler back to the pitcher his first time. Big left-handed batter. In the dirt, ball 1.
Second time around now, they're trying to time up Kuchar's delivery to the plate. Kuchar mixing his pitches well, Mike. Fastball, curveball, and changing the location of the pitch very well.
1 ball, no strikes on Erickson. Missed, low and away, 2-0. So Erickson, Schmidt, and Whitman here in the inning. That is 5, 6, and 7 in the Winslow order. Bouncer, wide of the pitcher. Second baseman ranges over. Radamazzo throws to first. 1 out.
Good play. Second baseman corralled the ball, got his leg around. Nice strong throw to first.
4-3 on the putout. 1 up, 1 out. Here's Ben Schmidt. Schmidt with a single, his first time. Schmidt, the right fielder. Wind blowing across the field from right field to left field. Here's the pitch. Fouled back.
Pitcher's been around the plate for the most part, Mike.
Not a lot of walks.
No.
Had a couple here and there.
We've had some hit batsmen. I think people are crowding the plate. Pitcher's got some good movement on the ball.
Kuchar to the set. The 0-1. Curve, foul tipped into the mitt. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes.
I don't know where that ball came from. It came out of the ball bag, but it's as dark as the sky. And I'm going to tell you.
The 0-2. Curve, 0-3. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. This is not the majors where if a ball is even dropped, it is thrown out of play.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Violet. Believe it or not, but home pitchers bring their baseball out to the mound every now and then.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's things wrong with it.
Yes, a little scuffed. Whitman swings and misses, strike 1. Bryce struck out swinging his first time, the Winslow left fielder.
I've known coaches that cut the seams.
Oh, yeah, that's what your belt buckle is for.
You don't have a belt buckle.
Well, back in the day when they had a belt buckle, that one's dribbled foul. Waterville's wearing belts. They've got belts on.
Good point, Mike.
Belt buckle, I'm telling you. It's
bring it back.
It's a trick that was brought up to me more than 50 years ago by a certain parent.
Do you think? I can see your dad doing
My own. As I was catching. This is in Little League. There's a bouncer. This is a tough play. Kuchar off the mound. Fires. Got him. Good scoop by Hamlin at first. And that is it. A 1-2-3 inning, our first of the ball game. Nothing across for Winslow. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Waterville 3, Winslow 1. This is high school baseball on The Score.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Looking for a way to heat your home while staying within your budget? A home heating loan from Connected Credit Union is the perfect solution. We've got you covered with an affordable way to keep warm this winter. Maybe you're thinking of purchasing a heating and cooling system or replacing your windows. Making your home more energy efficient isn't just an investment in your home, it's an investment in your lifestyle. Contact our loan team for more details or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Membership eligibility required.
All righty, 9-1-2 here for Waterville in the bottom of the 4th inning. Panthers up 3-1. Milo Taylor will lead it off. Milo flied out to center field his first time, facing Ben Thomas. Good fastball, swung on and missed, 0-1.
Pitchers have been throwing strikes all day. Got into some problems with runners on base.
So Thomas up, a strike. That one's hit to left field. Mayo doesn't have to move far, makes the catch. 1 out.
Baseball's a simple game when you throw strikes and get good defense.
Sure is. 1 up, 1 out. Top of the order now, Joel Radamazzo. Struck out swinging, then singled to right field.
Now, I gave him a double.
I think I did. No, it's a single. All right. I see what you're doing, John.
Yeah.
This is your guy.
This
That's
is
why.
my guy.
Wide for ball 1. This is your boy, Joel Radamazzo.
He split the gap. He's going to get 2 out of it. I don't care where the throw went.
A ball with 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes on the Waterville second baseman. In the dirt. 2-0. On deck is Derek Kuchar.
We were just talking, Mike. This has been an evenly matched and well-played game here today.
In the dirt again, 3-0 on Radamazzo. Wonder if he'll be taking here. I believe he was, and it's ball 4.
Now, he's a runner, so you wouldn't be a bit surprised to see him get put in motion.
All right, 1 on, 1 out, and here is Derek Kuchar. Derek has walked and got a free trip around the bases based on bad throws, 2 errors, and then he struck out his last time.
What an advantage to have a number 2 hitter be a left-handed hitter. With a leadoff hitter that gets on, that hole is open.
Inside, ball 1. Kuchar could not possibly be any more far off the plate than he is. Open stance.
Yep. Wants to drive that ball.
Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Derek Kuchar. Xavier Hamlin on deck. Kuchar with a chance to help himself, already up 3-1. That one is outside. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Thomas deals. Low and inside. 3-1.
This may be near the end here for Ben Thomas. Struggling a little bit now with his control.
In there for a strike. 3-2. Full count now with Hamlin on deck. We'll keep an eye on Radamazzo at first, see if they do anything.
Yeah, time to put him into motion.
I would. He goes. Pitch is hit to center field. Bimson is back and backpedaling, makes the catch. And retreating to first is Radamazzo.
That wasn't an easy
2
play.
outs.
This was a high sky, and the wind is blowing, prevailing that way. Ball kept carrying on the center fielder, but he got to the spot, made the catch.
Meteorologist John Coughlin with the latest forecast there. Thank you, John.
Prevailing wind.
Like that phraseology. Here's Xavier Hamlin. Hamlin, the first baseman for Waterville, has walked and doubled.
Yeah, this boy's having a great day.
Been on twice.
He wants to put an exclamation point on it right here, Mike.
Thomas to the set. Wide. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Hamlin. Vaughn Clark with a kick of the dirt there.
Yep.
Didn't get the brush out.
No.
Just the shoe.
I think with his foul ball, he might not want to do that, Mike.
The 1-0 is on the inside corner, about thigh high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Brushing the plate might not be in the realm of things the last couple of innings.
1 ball, 1 strike. Less movement is better.
Yep.
Thomas. Runner goes, pitches a strike. The throw is low. It gets by the second baseman, Failer, who got to the bag late.
That's right.
And so Radamazzo with an easy steal.
Actually, that ball was a good throw by the catcher. They had a chance to get him.
Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Radamazzo with a stolen base.
In scoring position. Waterville up here 3-1.
Nice.
That is outside. Not nice enough, John.
Got a big break. Big break.
2-2. Waterville with a run in the first, 2 in the third. Winslow got their run in the first. It is 3-1 Purple Panthers.
Going.
Swing and a miss. Hamlin chops at a fastball that was outside, and that is it. So Waterville wastes the single and the stolen base. No runs for the Purple Panthers. 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We have played 4. The score, Waterville 3, Winslow 1. This is high school baseball on the score.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. Because every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone and Stove in Oakland.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Sports on the Score brought to you by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less. Find them online, cmautogroup.com. All right, we go to the fifth. And leading off here for the Winslow Black Raiders, Jason Failer struck out swinging his first time against Derek Kuchar.
Winslow needs some base runners here, Mike. Getting late.
Ground ball to third. Hubbard is there, mishandles, fires, and a stretch by Hamlin. They got him. That's a great play by Hamlin on the other end because he stretched as far as he could to bring that in. One out.
Exactly, Mike. Went out and got it, and that foot stayed on the bag, although the umpires are now going to talk about this. Yeah.
All right, they agree. The call goes as stands is called. One out. Failer grounds to third. Here's Broderick Bimson, who was called out on strikes his first time. Right-handed batting center fielder. Up and in for ball one.
Top of the order coming back up now. I want to get that number 9 hitter on base.
Late swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. That was almost an afterthought.
Yeah, it almost is like they're having a hard time tracking the ball, Mike, out of that sky.
Kuchar, it is not a great hitting background.
No, it's not.
Inside corner for a strike. That was a ball to hit. 1-2. With the sky behind the school, not a great hitting background, although those pine trees have now grown high enough. It's a little better. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him. 2 up, 2 gone.
That's his 9th strikeout of the day.
And here's Costigan, who accounts for 2 of those 9. He has been struck out twice. He struck out swinging in the first, called out on strikes in the third. 2 up, 2 gone. Costigan, if he can put it in play, can run. High, ball 1.
Kuchar's only given up 3 hits, Mike, and they've been spaced since that first inning. Not too much problem.
Fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on, a ground ball and a strikeout. And a 1-1 count here. Here it is. In the dirt. 2-1. On deck, if it gets that far, Lucas Fisher. Kuchar deals. Just a shade low.
Yeah, tough pitch. He's right around the plate, not missing by much.
3-1. Winslow would love to get Costigan on and turn him loose.
Yeah, they got to get this runner on base.
They do. He walks. Ball 4.
And Kuchar looking at the umpire saying that didn't miss by much, and it didn't. But it's outside.
So he is a 2-out base runner. Here is Fisher. Fisher singled and scored the Winslow run in the first, and he popped to second in the third.
They need a gapper. A little lightning right here would do well.
See if they turn Costigan loose. Pretty good lead over there.
Yep.
And he goes. Nope, that's a bluff, and that is ball 1.
Boy.
1 ball, no strikes on Fisher. So Costigan bluffed. The set. Doesn't go, and this is hit into the air. Short left field. This is not going to be an easy play, and it falls in. Mayo can't get to it. Costigan almost hung up between second and third. He is. They've got him in a rundown. He overran the bag. They go to third. He gets away there. A little lob to the shortstop. Too many throws here for sure. Hamlin certainly isn't going to catch him. If Costigan was smart, he would have gone to third all the way.
Well, you got to get the other runner to second base.
This is a how-to on not how to do a rundown by the Waterville Panthers. That was about 5 throws too many, but they finally get Costigan, who would have been better served when Hamlin got the ball to go to third.
Heads-up play by the shortstop, though, to find him at second base off the bag.
Bottom line, though, if you're Costigan, you cannot get hung up there between second and third. We'll figure out the scoring on that during the break here, but Winslow had an opportunity to score with 2 outs. Instead, Costigan caught in a rundown, and that is the end of that. We have played 4.5 here in Waterville at Golf Field. The score remains Waterville 3, Winslow 1. This is high school baseball on The Score.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobek, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
There's money in your unwanted metal. Clark Scrap Metals pays top dollar for any cars, trucks, or scrap metal that you want to get rid of. Stop over, we'll weigh it and give you a check. Got a big job that needs a major cleanup? We'll drop off and pick up 1 or more of our roll-off containers for residential or commercial work. And at Clark's, we crush cars. We travel statewide and offer fair prices. Locally owned for 3 generations, no one knows scrap metal like Clark's. In Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Online at clarkscrapmetals.com.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
So we think the scoring on that rundown play where Isaiah Costigan was finally tagged out went something to the effect of 64536, which has to be an area code somewhere in the United States of America. It is 64536. In any event, Costigan got hung up, but he should not have. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Waterville in front here 3-1. New pitcher Zane Erickson is on the mound, the left-hander who was playing first base. And he pitches here to Jacoby Searoyce, and ball 1 was just served up. And here is the second pitch. It is ball 2 on Searoyce. Searoyce has been on twice today. He has walked and been hit by a pitch and scored. Facing Erickson. That's a strike, kind of a gift.
Big left-hander, throws soft, and yes, it's time to open the zone just a little bit.
2 balls, 1 strike. You mean umpires do that, John?
Well, if you want to get out of here by dark.
If you've got dinner reservations somewhere, you do that. 2-2 on a foul.
Just need to sell it, Mike.
Okay.
Just need to sell it.
2 balls, 2 strikes on a widening strike zone. She gets a little wider and up and down, a little bigger too. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Erickson rocks. Missed. No, Searoyce thought it was ball 4. It is not ball 4. It is now 3-2.
We can close the book on Ben Thomas from Winslow. He pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs and 4 hits. Only one of those runs were earned, Mike.
Here's the full count pitch. Hit him. So a hit batsman, and Searoyce hit by a pitch for the second time in the game.
Courtesy runner, I think he's all right.
Yeah, he's fine. So lead man on here is Wyatt Jones. Jones has fouled to the catch. A good play by Pomerleau.
Yeah.
And hit into a 5. But wasn't the double play?
Nope.
All right. What did he do second time?
He had a double.
All right.
And he had an RBI on that. He drove in.
Yep,
Hamlin.
you're right.
Yep.
My bad. Then he was out at third on that 5U3.
I will be glad when you get your scoreboard.
Me too. It has made my life a mess.
You're
not
out of
having it.
sorts today.
I think I need to go to counseling. Here's Searoyce running on a pitch that was swung on and missed, and he gets second base easily.
Big jump.
He can really run.
Big jump. You know, lefties either have a great move or they have no move, and you have to teach them to cheat because the umpire can't see it from where he's positioned.
So, runner at second base. Waterville's got another insurance run out there.
Get the bat on the ball.
Jones, who doubled his last time, looking to do just that, and he got fooled by how soft that was.
That's exactly right. That's 20 mile an hour or less on velocity. Stay
It was
back.
almost like a balloon up there, and he swung at it and missed it. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A lot of major league pitchers that made their game that way, Mike.
That was a Bill Lee Ephus pitch.
Yeah. Great.
Pitch is low, and it is handled. Pomerleau with a gun to third, safe.
I remember the runner at first, though. That ball was in the dirt, strike 3, and he's safe.
That's right. So he reaches on a
pass ball.
So it is a strikeout.
Mm-hmm.
Pass ball. Even though it wasn't really a pass ball.
In the dirt. I mean, it's his error. He should have thrown to first base.
Yeah, it would have had an easy out there.
Yep.
So 2 on, nobody out. Here's Joe Mayo, has been called out on strikes, hit by a pitch. Chance for Waterville to add to their 3-1 lead. Another soft one outside.
See, here's where the lefty is in trouble right now because he's looking directly at the runner, and he doesn't have a move.
Infield is in. That one is in the dirt and getting second base easily there without a throw is Jones.
Yeah, we got a timeout. We need to talk with the pitcher. But, Mike, you see where the base umpire is now behind that left-handed pitcher. When that pitcher's looking at first base and he kicks behind the rubber, that runner took off towards second base. If that pitcher does that and throws over to first base, he's going to get him. And the base umpire can't tell it's a balk. That's what you do because he's out of position. That's the problem with a two-man system. So those lefties have an advantage, and Coach is talking to him right now about that when he comes to set. He's talking to him about going to the plate and going to first base.
Well, as we get to the late innings here, we are about in crunch time. And crunch time during every game on the Score is brought to you by Clark Scrap Metals. Don't fix it, scrap it. Clark Scrap Metals, locations in Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Certainly crunch time here for Erickson. You've got to find the strike zone.
Yeah.
So runners on second and third, and a 1-ball count, I believe, on Mayo.
Yeah, nobody out.
Chance for Waterville to add to a 3-1 lead. The set by Erickson. The deal. Over his head. 2-0. So Erickson really struggling to throw strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Outside, 3 balls, 4 balls, and no strikes. So yet another walk.
Just doesn't look comfortable on the mound, does he, Mike? And
No.
Coach doesn't think so
No,
either. And
that's
that's
gonna
going
be
to
it.
Yeah.
So Scott Franzo's out. Mound conference number 2. That means the end of the day for Zane Erickson, who here in the 5th inning retired no one. He has loaded the bases on a hit batsman A missed third strike and now a walk. And so they are loaded up and they will try out Isaiah Costigan. So we have a pitching change in this one. The score is Waterville 3, Winslow 1. Back with more baseball after this on The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Midstate Machine in Winslow, Maine, we manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. We're hiring CNC machinists. And whether you're experienced or just starting out, we offer on-the-job training to help you build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day one. Apply today at midstateusa.com, where your career powers the future.
All right, new pitcher on for Winslow, Isaiah Costigan, who started this game at shortstop, went over to first base. Now he comes on with the bases loaded. Erickson goes back to first base, and Costigan looking to find the strike zone. And he misses for ball one on Harper Hubbard. Hubbard up with the bases juiced, and Waterville up 3-1, trying to make it more. Inside, turned him away, 2-0. No place to put him. 11 on 11. Costigan number 11, and number 11 up there, Harper Hubbard for Waterville. 3-0. So it may be coming out of the pitcher's hand faster, but it is still missing the strike zone.
He's got good pop.
Costigan, the 3-0. They give him the strike there. 3-1. On deck is Cornsey. Strike two.
Attaboy.
Poured that one in there on the outside corner. 3-2. So Costigan has gone from 3-0 to 3-2. Here's the set. Got him. Strike three swinging. Strike three called.
That's way to come back.
So Costigan falls behind 3-0, comes back and gets him on a called third strike. 1 out. And here's Avery Spaulding, who is going to hit for the second time. Pinch hit for Cornsey his first time, and swings and misses at a pitch there that he had no chance to hit. Strike one. 0-1. Low.
Don't give up on that.
Pomerleau held it there.
Pretty good pitch right there.
You almost got to give him that one, don't you?
Umpire knows he should have. He knows now.
There's a strike.
Tell you what, that one there had to be anywhere between the dugouts. It was going to be called a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Costigan trying to wiggle out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam.
Nice
swing and a miss.
Nice job.
He got him.
Nice job.
2 outs.
Costigan
comes in, gets a called third strike, now a swinging third strike, and here is Milo Taylor, the shortstop, who was flied out twice.
Got his balance and his shirt untucked again. Now he's comfortable.
What is it with the untucked shirts now?
Umpire made him tuck it in. He wasn't comfortable with it. He likes it like this. He's a
curve. That's the first one he's thrown. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
That shirt tucked in would be tight on him, wouldn't it? Don't you think? Because it's not very long.
The set by Costigan. The 0-1.
Oh.
Missed. Pomerleau again held it there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Costigan. 1-1. on Taylor. Strike two. Grab the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Costigan now is 1 strike away from getting out of this bases loaded, nobody out jam. The set by Isaiah. Here's the pitch, and he does it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Costigan comes in with the bases loaded and nobody out and strikes out the side on a called third strike and then 2 swinging third strikes. And so for the Waterville Panthers in the 5th inning, no runs on no hits. They left the bases loaded, no errors, and we have gone through 5 here at Caulfield in Waterville. And the score stays Waterville 3, Winslow 1. This is high school baseball on the Score.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a bi-weekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWATs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835, 465-4835, or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Herman and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Herman location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
So big time squandered by Waterville in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. They do not score. Ben Thomas leads off here in the 6th. He has been called out on strikes, and he is singled.
3-4-5. They got to get going here.
Yes, sir. Strike 1 from Derek Kuchar.
You keep thinking that Kuchar will break, but he does not. He's been in control the entire ballgame.
Curve squirts up there, stays high. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Thomas, Parmerlow, and Erickson, 3, 4, and 5 here against Derek Kuchar. Ooh, that got him. So Winslow gets a base runner. That's what they need.
Exactly. They needed a break. They needed a runner on base to start making things happen, trailing by 2.
So Thomas hit by a pitch. Here's Parmerlow. Parmerlow has singled and driven in the only run for Winslow and then struck out. Looks at his coach for the signs. I would suspect the sign right here is hit it as far as you can.
What is that sign, Mike?
Inside corner for a strike. I don't know, whatever Coach Franzos deems
take it
to be.
Here.
Something like this, maybe?
Yeah.
A whirl of the finger.
He'd take
indicating a home run.
Take a gapper, wouldn't he?
Well, there's a little humpback line. Drive right to short. They got a chance for a double play, but the throw is high. And that'll be an error on the shortstop. You had an easy double play there. And Taylor airmailed Hamlin at first base. Would have been 2, is not 2. They got an out. And Thomas stays at first base. It's not the worst possible scenario, but it could have been better.
Yeah.
So a line to 6 and an E6, all on one play. 1 out. Here's Erickson, who is 0-for-2. He has grounded out twice. Wide, ball 1.
This kid, one swing can tie the game, Mike. He gets his pitch turns on it. We got a tie game.
He's got to quicken his bat up, though. Kuchar deals, hits it to center field. Searoyce can't get there. It falls in.
Going to tell you, Mike, in the spring and April in Maine, you dive for those because it's not going anywhere. Outfield play in Maine in April versus May is completely different.
So it is a single. Searoyce backed off on that, let it fall in. And Winslow's got the tying run on first base. Yeah. And here is Schmidt. Schmidt today has singled and struck out. Not a lot of speed out there.
Keep the ball in front now. Interesting.
Shows bunt. That's a foul ball. Well, if you bunt here and move them over, that's great, but there'd be 2 outs.
You're also making a team play bunt defense, which again in
can't
Maine
be overlooked.
Is a tough thing to do.
1 strike on Schmidt.
Not a bad strategy.
Kuchar to the set. No bunt on, strike 2.
You got to be able to cover that because that's a good pitch.
0-2 on Schmidt. Whitman is on deck. He is also 0 for 2.
I'd send him right now, Mike.
But no speed at all.
Send them both right now.
Strike 3 swinging.
That's why I'm not coaching anymore.
2 outs. Here's Whitman, who has struck out and grounded back to the pitcher. So it was promising for Winslow, less promising now.
Yeah.
Winslow down to its final 4 outs.
Again, Kuchar, whenever he gets in trouble, he throws strikes, Mike.
Popped up. That is in play, and Jones can't get back there. Good hustle by the kid, but he could not get back there. That is strike 1.
He made a play out of that.
He almost brought that in. 1 strike on Whitman.
The weather has changed, Mike.
You remember when it was warm when we got here?
I do, and we were talking about
sunburns.
Sunburn.
Allen does not have a sunburn. That is breaking news. The keeper of our scoreboard, no sunburn. That is right up to shoot first baseman Hamlin. Right there, squeezes, and that is it. So a promising start to the inning for Winslow does not end that way as they leave 2, and they are down to their final 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The score remains Waterville 3, Winslow 1. This is high school baseball on The Score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
At High Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse. Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
Or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Strike one to Joel Radamazzo. Here is the 0-1. That misses from Isaiah Costigan. A ball and a strike. It's Radamazzo, Kuchar, and Hamlin. 1-2-3 to start it off for Waterville in the sixth. Waterville's had plenty of chances to get some insurance, but have not cashed in. Their 3-1 lead has been a 3-1 lead for a while. Ground ball to short, a bobble, quick hard throw to first, and he is out of there. Nope, he is in there. He is safe. Everybody was in my way. The plate umpire, the catcher. So he beat the throw. So Radamazzo, your guy, gets a base hit.
Got great speed, Mike.
You going to give him a base hit or an error on the shortstop for kicking that ball originally?
I gave an error.
Okay.
You're gracious, though. I'll go with you on that.
No, I think it's an error. Pitch to Kuchar is ball one. Derek today has walked and scored, struck out, and flied to center.
Playing for an insurance run. Got to get that runner to second base one way or the other.
Radamazzo reaches on the error. He goes. He has plenty of speed. The throw is not in time as he is in way ahead of the throw.
Yeah, catcher throws well, Mike.
Yep.
It was all Radamazzo on that.
So a stolen base for the Winslow second baseman, his second of the game.
In addition to his double.
That's right. He's been on 3 times. Insurance run for Waterville at second. Kuchar looking to help his own cause.
Nice pitch.
Takes a strike. Boy, that was a tasty one he let go by there.
Yeah, that pitch angle, he dropped down to the side and more of a slurve, but it got the strike zone.
Costigan struck off the side, coming in with the bases loaded after falling behind the first hitter, 3-0, and he bluffs the runner back. There's nobody there.
Please, I mean, he's almost into Fairfield.
If I'm Radamazzo, I don't even go back to the bag.
No, it's closer to third.
Outside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike on Derek Kuchar. Runner at second. Nobody out. Waterville 3, Winslow 1. High, 4-1.
Yeah, not getting his head back to the plate with a runner at second. He's trying to throw on the run. Never picks up the plate.
So, Waterville's got runners on first and second. Here is Hamlin, who has walked, doubled, and struck out. He has scored a run. The big Waterville first baseman has tremendous power. They play him deep and around the left. Strike one at the letters. 0-1.
Costigan needs to get ahead of the hitters here.
The set by Isaiah. The 1-0. Bounced foul at the plate. Rolls back to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. Costigan gets the sign from Pomerleau. Here's the pitch. Golf to center field. Bimpson broke the wrong way, but he's got time to get back. Tagging is Radamazzo, and he will cruise into third. He slides, didn't have to.
That's a great play right there. They get
Very
to
smart.
third base.
Very smart. He gets to third base with 1 out.
Yep. There's 9 more ways to score from third base than there are second base.
Yes. You want to run him down?
Can you give me 2?
No.
Yes, you can.
A base hit?
Yep.
A pass ball?
That'll do it.
Okay. I win the test.
And one of them might come right here.
Here's Searoyce. Runner goes, pitch, and the throw back to third. They got him! They got him! Throw to third by Pomerleau was a bullet.
Yep.
And Radamazzo, with a base-running blunder, is picked off 2-5.
Great play by the catcher. Got in that seam. I'll tell you, he threw a frozen rope, didn't he?
That's your guy, too, Radamazzo. He's out, caught stealing, 2-5. That pitch is low, so that changes the complexion of the inning. Kuchar did get to second.
The one thing Radamazzo did not do, he did not go back in fair territory. You go down and foul and back in fair, so that throw can't get there. He'll learn that lesson.
Upstairs. 3-0?
That's the only legal advantage a runner has going back to third. You can get in the angle of the catcher.
Costigan looking to keep this game right here and keep that runner At second. Outside, ball 4. So Costigan, who came in like a house of fire, struggling here in this inning. First and second, 2 gone. Here's James. Wyatt is fouled to the catcher. Great play by Parmelo. He has doubled, and he reached on a third strike. Missed third strike.
Yep. That was a big play of the game.
It was.
Yep.
First and second here. Ground ball. It is outside the bag. Foul. Strike 1.
Yeah.
0-1. The set by Costigan. And the throw to third is wide, and Waterville is going to get, finally, that 4th run of the game on a bad throw by Tucker Parmelo, who's made some really good throws today. Yeah. That was not among them. Yeah. That is an error on the catcher, allowing the 4th run to score. And coming in, Kuchar.
Parmelo never got a hand on a seam on that, Mike. Ball completely skipped out of his hand.
High. You can tell the wind is picked up. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. I don't know what the count is, do you?
I believe it's 1-2.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over as Jones waved at a ball that he couldn't have hit with a broom, and that is the end of that. And so Waterville does get an additional run, and so it sets up last call for the Winslow Black Raiders in the 7th inning, and they will have 8-9-1 scheduled. Failer, Bimson, and Costigan against Derek Kuchar, who has an opportunity here to throw a complete game. The score after 6 full innings is Waterville 4, Winslow 1. This is high school baseball on The Score.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Looking for a way to heat your home while staying within your budget? A home heating loan from Connected Credit Union is the perfect solution. We've got you covered with an affordable way to keep warm this winter. Maybe you're thinking of purchasing a heating and cooling system or replacing your windows. Making your home more energy efficient isn't just an investment in your home, it's an investment in your lifestyle. Contact our loan team for more details or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Membership eligibility required.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
All righty, Jason Failer, Broderick Bimson, and Isaiah Costigan scheduled here against Derek Kuchar, who takes the mound with a 3-run lead here in the 7th inning. Failer 0 for 2. Kuchar trying to finish it off is low, ball 1.
Outstanding performance here thus far by Derek Kuchar. 10 strikeouts on the afternoon.
Strike 1 there, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Kuchar trying to throw a complete game.
Ooh.
Hard ground ball by the third baseman into left field, a base hit. It went by Harper Hubbard, and Mayo gets it back in, and Winslow gets what they need, a base runner.
You know, Winslow is out hitting Waterville.
Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 4.
Lead man on for Broderick Bimson, who has struck out twice. Called out and struck out swinging.
They're back to the top of the order after this hitter.
Fouled off.
There's some life in these Black Raiders.
0-1 on Bimson, the center fielder. Broderick awaits. The 0-1 is tapped to second in his Redamazzo. He'll go the short way, and he got greedy there. He probably should have gone to first exclusively, and instead, the error brings the tying run to the plate in the person of Isaiah Costigan.
He did everything he was supposed to do,
Go
except
to first.
He just has to get an out in that situation. You don't need the 2, you need the sure out.
The runner was pretty close to second base, probably within 10 feet when he decided to throw. Costigan looks to bunt, take strike 1.
Trailing 4-1 now.
Strike 1 on Isaiah, who is 0 for 3. Boy, bunting is...
Yeah.
They just can't do it.
But you know, Mike, with his speed, anything down
I
towards
know,
the third baseman is a base hit. And it's the right thing to do, even if he squared around and did it.
What a novel concept, huh?
Yeah, really.
Squaring around.
Oh,
Strike 3 called him out. So Costigan, almost a giveaway at bat. He is out of there. 1 out. There should be 2. And here is Fisher. Fisher today has singled and scored. The only Winslow run. Popped to second. And singled to left his last time. He's 2 out of 3. The set by Kuchar.
Good-looking hitter.
Low gets away from Jones. No advance.
Good decision. Ball coming in away from him. He's looking for his pitch to drive.
The set. The 1-0. High all the way to the backstop. That's a wild pitch. And the runners will move up.
Effectively, now the pitcher, all he has to do is focus on the hitter. If the hitter doesn't get on base and he's out of the game, they win. Runners at second and third are
Need
not
nothing.
important.
Exactly. You have a 3-run lead. Get the next 2 hitters out, and you win.
Yeah. It's the hitter that counts.
Kuchar behind in the count here, 2-0. Swing and a miss on a ball over his head.
My goodness.
He's all over the place, and you did him a favor there. Swinging at that, 2-1. The last one went to the backstop. Popped up. There's a play. Third baseman.
Nope.
Nobody got there.
Catcher couldn't find it.
Got to get some help from the dugout.
Yep.
Didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
2-2. That's a ball that should have been caught. That's got to get handled. That's plenty high enough.
Pitchers are taught to point where the ball is, and the catcher's got to see the pitcher. He'll tell him where the ball is if he's lost it.
2-2. Fisher has a life still. The set by Kuchar.
Yep.
Strike 3 called. He got him.
He's had that pitch all day. The one up and away, he's had success with.
Second called strike that Kuchar has gotten here in the 7th inning, and the last hope now is Tucker Parmelow. Parmelow has singled, the only run in the game scoring, struck out and reached on an error. And they're going to walk him.
That's kind of curious.
You put the tying run on base.
Well, they must think that they'd rather pitch to Erickson. I guess. Who we got? No, we got pinch hitter.
I don't care.
No, we don't.
I am not putting the tying run on base.
No.
Make them hit the ball and win the game. Here's Parmelow, who can hit.
Yeah.
Takes a strike. They're going to start swinging at some of these tasty pitches.
Well,
what do you want?
We've said all along, Costigan starts with a strike down the middle. Hitters have taken that all day, Mike. They got the runner at second base picked.
Fouled off.
That almost got your car, Mike.
Close. Close. I have insurance. All right, Pomerleau. A gapper could tie the game.
Sure could.
Here's the set. Here's the pitch. Squirts up there, a curveball that didn't take high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On Tucker Pomerleau. Kuchar ready. Here's the 1-2.
Nice pitch.
Swing! No! Strike 3 called. He got him, and the ball game is over.
Wow. Best pitch of the afternoon, Mike.
Stood there and watched it, and Kuchar gets the side on strikes, all looking in the 7th inning, and he gets that one with the winning run at the plate. And that is the end of that. Final score in this one, the Waterville Panthers 4, the Winslow Black Raiders 1. Post-game show coming up after this on The Score.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Well, a 2-run third inning for the Waterville Panthers proves to be the difference. A 1-1 ball game there. Waterville got 2 runs on 3 hits in the inning. They still left 2, but they got those 2. And those 2 ended up being the difference eventually in the ball game. They push across a run in the 6th inning to make it 4-1, and they win it by that score, 4-1. Waterville with 4 runs on 4 base hits. They left 9 in the ball game. Winslow with a run. They out-hit Waterville.
Yeah.
1 run, 7 hits with 6 runners left on base. They had some bad base running and a couple of other things that occurred to them. Winslow certainly had their chances in this ball game, did not take advantage.
Tomorrow you're going to see in the paper that Derek Kuchar struck out 13 players. And you're going to say, boy, dominating fastball, overmatched the hitters. But you know, Mike, he didn't do that.
No.
He was crafty. He threw strikes. He spaced out the hits. But, boy, when they got runners on base, he did what he had to do, and he threw strikes.
He sure did. We're back with you on Wednesday, a day off tomorrow. The weather's not supposed to be great. That's why they decided to play this game here today. So a day off for us tomorrow. We're back at it on Wednesday, 1 o'clock. Yep. Coney and Messalonsky baseball here on The Score. John, great to have you on board, and we will do it again.
Let's do it again, Mike. Bring that scorebook on Wednesday now.
If I get that, can I call you tonight when I get it?
I'll be looking forward to the call, Mike.
All right, for Sean Packard, for Chaz Wing, for Alan Brickett, and for John Coughlin, I'm Mike Violet saying so long from Gallfield and Waterville. Final score in this one, our season opener here this afternoon. The Waterville Purple Panthers 4 and the Winslow Black Raiders 1. You've been watching and listening to high school baseball on The Score.
In your unwanted metal. Clark Scrap Metals pays top dollar for any cars, trucks, or scrap metal that you want to get rid of. Stop over, we'll weigh it and give you a check. Got a big job that needs some major cleanup? We'll drop off and pick up one or more of our roll-off containers for residential or commercial work. And at Clark's, we crush cars. We travel statewide and offer fair prices. Locally owned for 3 generations, no one knows scrap metal like Clark's. In Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Online at clarkscrapmetals.com.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay? It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way. Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments,